Hey everyone, this is CapitalSpideyBoy here, and today I'm going to try to show you how to wash your suit. A lot of people have been asking me how you wash your cosplays, so I have two suits behind me that I'm going to wash today. Both of them are puff painted. One of them has kung fu shoes in them, so I'm just going to show you guys how to wash them very quickly. So let's get started. The detergent that you want to get is something that you're able to wash with cold water. Gain is pretty good with that kind of stuff. I got it plant-based, but it doesn't really matter what you get as long as you're able to wash in cold water, because that's what we're going to try to wash our suits with today. So as you can see, I have a Far From Home suit right here. Behind it is my amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, TASM 2 and Far From Home. So this one, the Far From Home, is a super lycra material. It's a little bit thicker. I don't know if you're able to see with this guy here, but in the light you can definitely see through the material. I don't know if you're able to see that, but it's definitely a very thin material. This one is a lot thicker, so you can do this with both kinds of suits, whether it be super lycra or just the regular lycra or whatever material that it is, because it's just fabric, spandex, whatever it is. Just throw it in the tub and start washing it. So with this Far From Home suit that I have, it actually comes with kung fu shoes. So the kung fu shoes, if you ever order on Sentai Zone, RPC, Heroes Time, or wherever you get your suits, there's an option to get kung fu shoes or soles. And this one has the kung fu shoes built in. So a kung fu shoe is just a shoe that you have inside of your suit, so it's a lot easier to move around. I find that's a lot better than just having it as a sole, because then the sole just easily comes off, in my opinion. So over here, the TASM 2, this is the first suit that I ever got. It's a hand-me-down suit, so I didn't really have the option of having all of these different zipper placements and like whether I wanted a kung fu shoe or not. So this one, it's just strictly just a sole that's been glued to the fabric. Pretty much when you're trying to wash a suit, please remember not to put in the kung fu shoe inside the tub when you're washing it, because that takes hours and hours to dry. And I don't really have time for that. So when you're gonna wash it, make sure you have dedicated time to put aside when you're soaking it, so you can actually have time to dry it when you're trying to wash that kind of shoe. Right now I don't have that kind of time, so I won't be actually getting into washing the kung fu shoe, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. When I'm going through the washing process, I'll show you guys how. But right now, I'm just gonna wash the rest of the suit, but I will be talking about how to wash that. So let's start filling the tub and putting in our detergent, and let's jump into it. So now it's time to throw in the suits, but I just want to let you know that I did use cold water, the coldest you can get. Please stop. So I used the coldest water that I have. Also, if you don't have access to a tub, you can also do this in a bucket. So you can also just fill up a bucket with cold water, put in some detergent, and just drown this thing. Yeah, so I have a tub, I'm using a tub. And let's start throwing in our suits. Hey guys, this is Eli from the future. I just want to let you know that I completely forgot to tell you about how to wash your mask, so I'm going to get to it here. I already put my stuff in the tub, but it's very simple. So you would take your mask off of your face shell and just put your whole mask in the water. And if you have like lenses on it or fog-free lenses, it doesn't matter. You want to soak those as well. Maybe pay attention by like rubbing the lenses with your thumbs. Just try to make sure that it's clean, and I'll get into how to actually wash it with puff paint as well later on in the video. But yeah, we'll go on to the rest of the video. I just want to let you know you can wash your mask if you want to. Just start soaking it with the rest of your suit. Keep it in there for as long as you need to, and then we'll get to the rest of the video when we get there. So stay tuned for past debut. Hey guys, I'm back. So, when I filled up the tub last time, it was hot water by mistake. I even put it to the coldest and it still went hot. So you don't want that, because if it's hot water, then the colors will start blending. So we're just gonna, I already emptied the tub and I already put it back to cold water, and I already put the soap in it, so we're good to go. So, what I did last time was dunk the whole suit in for my TASM 2. Even the soles that I said that I wasn't going to, because I'm not going to be using this suit for a very long time, so I thought I might as well give these guys a good cleaning, because they definitely need a good cleaning. It's been a long time since I wore this suit, so I just want to make sure it's good just in case I want to wear it at some point. So, you want to make sure that you start getting your hands dirty with this thing. Give me 1 second. So, you guys want to get your hands dirty when you're washing the suit, because you want to start scrubbing, but because both of my suits are puff painted, you don't want to scrub too hard. So when you're scrubbing it, make sure that it's just a little light touch like this, nothing too hard, because you don't want to break it. So, I tried to show you guys before, but because I had to delete whatever I did last time because it was a hot water mix, I'm going to show you here. So, as you can tell, for this red in the suit, it's quite red. It's like more of like an orange red color, but closer to the hands, it's definitely worn in, and so it's like a brown. You can also tell that it's really worn in to the point that it's kind of black. So you want to start washing your suit as soon as possible so it doesn't get to that. Keep it nice and new as long as you can. You paid a lot of money for it. So especially pay attention to the hands. You want to start rubbing that as well with the soap, but not too much. You don't want to take off the puff paint that you spent so much money on. So just start rubbing your hands, getting your hands dirty with the whole suit, and make sure when you start soaking it that you soak it for like 30 minutes and then hang to dry. So you do that with the whole suit. Make sure that the whole suit, you pay attention to the emblems, because the emblems get dirty. If you dress up as Spider-Man for kids birthday parties or events or whichever you do, the emblem is what people pay close attention to usually. So you want to get that as well. Also the hands, the feet, definitely the feet, because the kids are at that level, so they're going to be looking at your feet a lot. Try to keep the soles clean if possible, because going into people's houses, going into establishments like stores, whatever, doing promotional events, you don't want to drag in dirt, you don't want to drag in mud, so make sure that your suits, your feet are clean. So just pay close attention, try to find where some dirt is and start rubbing it. And then when everything is good, move it over to the side and let it soak for 30 minutes. So with this suit is new. And so you don't really see much of a difference with the hands. I don't know if you can tell. So this is what the red looks like. It's like an orangey red, and then over to the hands, I don't know if you can see the difference from the thumb. There definitely is a difference. So you want to wash that as much as possible. Also the emblem, I have a raised emblem on the back and on the front, so I'm going to be paying attention to both of those. And the feet, I am not going to be drowning in the suit, but as you can tell on the back of it, there is muck and stuff, so I'm going to try to wash that off. But on this guy, there is a stain, so I'm just going to be washing that with like Tide to Go, or like with my hand, just taking some water and going at it. But make sure these are out of the tub and dunk the rest of the suit in the tub, if that makes sense. So only dunk your Kung Fu shoes if you have hours upon hours of time to dry them. I do not have hours to dry them, so I'm just keeping them off to the side and making sure that the rest of the suit is drenched. So like we did before, make sure that you pay attention to the hands, pay attention to the emblems, pay attention to the feet. Also some zippers. Sometimes the zippers get really dirty because they're used a lot, so you want to make sure that's good as well. So a lot of people have asked me, how do you wash your suit without a tub, because they're getting renovated or whatever. So you can use a bucket. You can also fill up your bucket or a bin or whatever. Make sure if you're using a bin though or a bucket that there aren't any holes in it. You can also put it in your tub or like put it somewhere and just make sure that, or like even outside, you can wash your suit outside. So fill it up with water, cold water, and make sure that you put in your detergent, like up to 2 or 3 pens, and then start washing your suit by hand. And then again, just let it soak for 30 minutes. You just soak them for 30 minutes each. Now it's time to just wring them out and hang them to dry, but I also have this trusty bad boy right here to just speed up the process. So if you have a fan just blowing at them while they're drying, while they're air drying, it makes it so much easier, it makes it so much faster, so I highly recommend get a fan. Get a fan to blow at it while they're doing their thing. But as you can tell, because it was soaking for 30 minutes, this water is definitely dirty. So that's how you know your suit was dirty. You should have washed it a lot sooner than what you did. Yeah. Anyway, I will wring out my suits, I'll hang them to dry, and then I'll chat up with you guys in a minute. Hey guys, so as you can tell, I just hung them after I wrang them out to dry. Sorry, wrang them out so they are dry. Make sure to have all the zippers open when you're trying to dry them. That way the wind can just get inside the suit as well. Yeah, that's my personal way of doing it. You can do it however you like as long as it gets dry, but definitely have it airing out to dry because you don't want to throw this in the dryer. You don't want it to shrink. You don't want the puff paint to come off. It's a little too dangerous. You don't want heat damage. You don't want these colors to blend. So yeah, just be very careful with your suits. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button down below. It really helps me out a lot. Also, if you're interested in what else I'm going to be doing, here's what it is. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually order a suit and what that entails. And like what websites to go to and stuff. I know I like previously mentioned it in this video, but I'm gonna go more in depth and like answer all the questions that people are actually wondering on like how to actually order a suit and all that stuff. And I'll talk to professionals and who actually order way more suits than I do, and hopefully they'll be able to answer your questions as well. And yeah, hopefully make some Pokemon Go videos because I really like doing that, and hopefully bring in more superheroes, not just me going around as Spidey playing Pokemon Go, but hopefully I'll bring in Miles as well, Deadpool, stuff like that. I'm pretty close with a lot of superheroes, so I might as well do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and yes, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.